Today's May 31st, 2022. I have not showered today. I just went and had some lunch after I withdrew that money from the bank, and I realized that I didn't have enough money to make it to where I need to go if I wanted to have one of my prenatal checkups again. That's only if I wanted to go. And I try to keep up with that crap because that's what everybody wants of me. But do I want to do it? No. Do I want to just lay around? Yes. I'm laying in a park right now after getting some ice cream, and it wasn't nearly as good of ice cream as I thought it was going to be, but it was okay. Had the consistency of sort of like condensed milk almost, as it was getting runny, and it was mostly runny the whole time. I know you're seeing my double chin from this angle, but I don't really care. I don't care what I look like. I'm just barely making a video because at first this morning I thought it was kind of funny about all like the trolls and everything, and I was going to do a response video back. But then I was like, no, I've got other things on my mind. Those people can wait, and it's nothing that really bothers me anyway, because 99.99% of it is untrue. So it doesn't bother me at all. There's some little mourning doves over here underneath this tree. I got a few feet away from the one, and it just sat there, just still looking for stuff. Might have some stuff on my mouth still. I'm very depressed. I stopped by a Walmart. I've never seen a Walmart so small. And I took some photos of the things that I ran across just because I saw them and it reminded me of what I don't have. Everything has reminded me of that today. And I'm trying to be grateful. I'm trying to be positive. I'm trying to be, optimistic about everything. But how can you manage to do that when you really have nothing? And so I'm just grateful that I get this moment to relax in the grass and listen to the birds. It's really warm today, and it's very sad. I'm very sad that everything happens so crazily to teach us lessons, Why does it, and I know that's not even a word, crazily, but maybe it is, I don't know. I was sitting at the sort of cafe that I had the ice cream at, and a parlor, whatever you'd call it, creamery, whatever it is, and I was sitting there watching just the people go by and thinking about what it must be like to live in a world where you have nothing but positive things the majority of the time, and you only come in contact with negative things seldomly, Whereas my reality is sort of the opposite of that. It's like a mirrored effect in that way. Like, not mirrored, but like, I don't know, shattered mirror maybe. But right now, as I was walking through the path, I found a cell phone in the grass, and I picked it up and put it on the path itself, hoping that whomever dropped it will come back and find it easily, instead of like not being able to see it in the grass. And because this is a nice area, there's not really a whole lot that I would worry about. And I do worry about people that are takers, that come to these locations and ruin it for all of us, especially people that, like, for me, I haven't showered today. I look like a fucking hobo, like I do. I look terrible. Let's show you. I haven't brushed my hair. I'm disgusting. I'm gross. So, and I'm just laying here just trying to be optimistic. I know the grass is all over the place, and I'm still getting over my allergies and everything. I saw a couple a lesbian couple having a picnic just now. That was cute. I was over the hill. So that's why I came over here by myself, like I always am, just by myself. And I was also watching, there was a woman on the corner, and she was pregnant about my size, only, maybe like my many months or whatever. There's pregnant women everywhere. I don't understand it. They're just everywhere. I see them now more because I am pregnant, of course. That's how it works. But they just seem to be everywhere. I had no idea. Like, for a few years there, it seemed like there was nothing. Now it seems like everybody's got. Let me try to take that down. Now everybody's got their, everybody's knocked everybody up. So the woman was on the corner, and she was on the cell phone. And as she was standing there, another woman walked by, but she was very frumpy, and, she looked like she was homeless. She was smoking a cigarette and puffing directly. She turned and she blew a puff toward the pregnant woman. It was unconscious. It wasn't anything that she tried to do. But the fact of it is that I just sit here and I don't say anything. I just watch the world around me. And I see these interactions, and I'm thinking, like, do you not even realize that you look like a bulldozer going through here, smoking your cigarette, and this is a nice, lovely location where people are worried and concerned about the environment and their health and everything around them, mostly. But I did see, prior to that happening, a couple of ladies going into the parlor, but the door doesn't close on its own. So when I had to turn around and shut it when I was in and out, these doves are just over here minding their business. I'm minding my business. They're only a few feet away. I'll have to turn the camera around in a minute and see if I can get them. Anyway, so when I had sat there and was eating my ice cream, these women came along, and they went into the parlor, and the door stayed open. Well, you could feel the cool air coming from inside the parlor. And I'm sure that the owner or the worker was probably thinking, like, you need to shut the door, but she didn't say anything to these older ladies. And because the one even had like a Kate Spade bag or whatever, Katie Spade, I don't know, it's expensive bags, those types of women. And they just left the door wide open, didn't care that the parlor has to pay for all of that and having to cool the shop and everything. So they went in to get their couple scoops of ice cream and then came back out and left the door open again. And as they came out, they left the door open, and that lady, the bulldozer lady, chain smoking cigarettes, came barreling through the door as well and just left it open. And then I just sat there and I thought, well, I need to use the restroom. I might as well get up and be the one that actually shuts this door for the owner. So I went in and I used the restroom and went back out and shut it behind me. But the fact of it is that you'd think that people would care to take care of these small businesses that are so quaint and so, I wouldn't say convenient, but mostly just sort of like a sort of homey environment, cozy in that way. And you'd think that people would want to stop taking advantage of places like that. Instead, they do it all the time. And I don't understand it. I really don't understand it. If you care so much about the environment and all this and that and everything, then why do I see these ladies doing that? These privileged ladies. I don't get it. So, and they get all these, benefits behind everything, but they're so inconsiderate. They call themselves considerate because I bet they round up their change and whatever too, or volunteer for this and that. That's the type of ladies that I see. But yet they do crap like that. And it's hilarious because it's like, how much of a hypocrite, how ironic is that? Like, you're going to sit there and do this and this, but in your daily life, you don't care about anything around you. You're inconsiderate, and all you care about is what people think. And so you go in there with your fancy, lavish clothing and your Prada bags and whatnot and shoes. And do you care? No. And then when I first sat down there, also, I had seen that there was a woman, and she kept calling this man Dad, and it was her father, and he must have been in his, 70s, 80s, and she must have been in her, 50s, 60s. It was the most adorable interaction, and I thought, God, I wish I had something like that. I wish I had someone that was willing to, because she was thanking her dad for going inside and getting a napkin for her and everything. And I saw that other, pairing in the grocery store as well, father-daughter, just the other day. And I just thought, like, that's so wholesome. Like, how is it that people are so lucky to have these wonderful dads that never looked at them in such a weird way and never forced them into doing really weird and creepy things and didn't, mess them up psychologically or sexually. Like, it must be so nice. It must be so nice. And I just thought, and he had a fanny pack and everything, and he had a plaid shirt on, and he had sort of a, oh my God, you're getting so close. They were, let me show you this, see if I can show you right here. Can you see them? They're getting so close. They're like, we don't care, you seem alright, you're not gonna eat us. Like, no, I'm not gonna eat you. I love you very much, and I would give you kisses. So, and I think about that all the time. I don't know why I do this, but I like to put animals like in my mouth. That, I know that sounds really weird. I used to stick like my bird's head in my mouth and let it scream and squawk in there, and I would let it go. but like, it was just so much fun because like he liked it. He would purposely give me kisses and want me to open my mouth so he could stick his head in my mouth. And I don't know why he did it, but it was just so weird. So I always had this weird thing about, like, I give kisses to things, and man, this guy's getting really close, like even closer than what I just filmed. He's like, I don't really care, you seem okay. So yeah, and I know that seems weird, but like I nibble on hamsters and stuff, like but it's not really to the point where I want to bite them. It's not like that. It's just like I want to hold them in my mouth. I don't know why. It's like a comfort thing. I'm sure that there's a psychological thing for that. But I explain some of these things to people, and they're like, well, that is kind of odd. Like, well, I don't know. I just want to eat them, but I don't want to kill them, Like, I just want to nom, 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 nom. But I never hurt them, so it's really weird. I don't know why I do these things. So, yeah, I'm just chilling right now. I wish I had more money so I could go drive around and do whatever I wanted, like everyone else, like all these prissy girls that are inconsiderate. And I see all kinds of stuff all the time, everywhere. So, and the pregnant woman on the corner started dancing back and forth to herself because they were playing Michael Jackson over here in the park area, because they were entertaining. I could have swore the announcer said, fifth graders. Like, there was groups of fifth graders over in this area a little while ago as I was eating my ice cream. And I saw the woman dancing because it was, they were playing music from the 80s or whatever, Michael Jackson and stuff. So yeah. I didn't think I was going to film anything today, honestly. I thought, the heck with it. Why bother? Oh my God, my gut. All of my gut is just like, it's horrifying. I just want to roll over, but I can't because there's baby in there. That's freaking disgusting. That's so gross. And then I try to roll over, like even when I'm like sleeping and whatever. Oh God. Eat. Now I gotta flop over like a damn cow. Oh my God. It's disgusting. So yeah, I had to roll over because my arm was falling asleep. So I was like, whatever. So now I'm just chilling. Just trying to figure out what I want to do with my day, and really nothing. I'm over here compressing this grass and stuff. Oh well, the world. Somebody's got to accept me one of these days, right? Or just kill me, because that'd be great. Either way, that'd be alright. Let's see if I can hold that up with the... Oh, pardon me. Pardon. Oh, leaves. See, it's even better when I'm not being filmed. See, I was getting so, like, discouraged because I know people talk smack because I don't doll myself up for the camera and everything. And then there's all these trolls that have jealousies, and then they talk shit, and, then they say things that are really, really mean. And don't you realize that that just displays your mental instabilities? That's all it is. So it's just like, I understand that. That's why I don't worry about it, because none of it's true. That's why I'm still filming. Like, there's so many people that think, oh, you're just going to end up in jail. No, I'm not. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you people? I don't do anything wrong. That's what the purpose of these videos was for, is to share to my daughter, hey, we're away from each other because of other people's crazy lies. That's exactly what happened. So I love you very much, but this is how it is, toots. And, what am I supposed to say or do? There's nothing I can say or do. I was thinking about earlier, too. I went past a road, and the name of the road was Loretta. Well, that's the name of my ex-husband's mother, and she's a crazy bitch. And I was thinking, like, man, and I told her to her face, and this is why she punched me. And I said, it's all right, I don't need your help, you're a bad mom too. Because what Brandon told me was that she used to throw steak knives at him and everything, knives from across the room. And I thought to myself, and apparently when he was like 16 years old, she went out and bought herself a new car, or like a new used car, and didn't get him anything for his birthday. She just wanted to rub it in his face. And that's the kind of sick person she is. And so a very shady type of individual. And when I went past the road, I thought, wow, she's really crazy. At least my mom, and I talk shit about my mom all the time. But I thought for a minute, my mom's even better than you, Loretta. And that's saying a lot because, my mom allowed me to get sexually abused. But there were times where I would go crying to my mom, and she would console me a little bit here and there. And I lived for those moments. I yearned for those moments because, she was always so busy tending to her sons. But when her sons would ignore her to go and play their video games or do what they wanted or be with their friends, who did she fall to? She went to me. We had our companionship and we had our friendship and everything, or, what is that? I don't know, mother-daughtership, whatever you would call that, whatever relationship that is. And I would be the one there with her, when she was sad and upset. And she wasn't always an alcoholic. She actually did a really good job of raising us. And I can't say the same for Loretta. She's always been an alcoholic chain smoker, high on drugs. So, when I disclosed that to my ex-husband, I said, one day they're going to know, because of the toxicity in each one of you individuals, who's actually the truthful one and who's actually the ones that are truly crazy. And just because they said that I needed medication because of everybody else's perception of me, that was incorrect. Like, my reality is not that hard on everyone. Like, I come to these nice, fancy, lavish places, and I'm accepted even though I look like turds, because I don't do anything crazy. I talk to officers all the time. I say hi to them. I, pray for them too when we're driving past each other and everything, because I know, if I were a hindrance to society truly, then I would be continuing to, do sort of backhanded, or I'm not trying to fool anyone from anything. I'm not trying to steal from anyone. I'm not trying to rob from anyone. And even with the donations, I feel really bad because I accept them. But I'm very grateful for them because I don't know what to do right now. I'm so pregnant. Like, I'm this much pregnant. And it's all gross and fatty right now, too. And it's like, I had no idea that I was going to go on this adventure all alone, I wanted to have a partner when I got pregnant the next time, and I thought that if I had ever gotten pregnant again, that it would be such a loving and beautiful experience, because I was even listening to, what's his name, Dr. Gabor Mate on YouTube, and Gabor Mate with the, whatever that tiny mark over the E. I know what it's called, but like apostrophe thing over the E. So anyway, and I thought about that. the removal of your breast in the shower last night. Mastectomy? Is that right? Mastectomy? Oh, and that little, I was telling you about the little cocoon thing. It's not a cocoon, it's a pupa. A pupa is what it fell on me. The little tiny, when they transform and whatever. So I lost him. I don't know where he is. He rolled around somewhere in the car, but I know he's alive, and I kept him safe in that way, so he'll probably just hatch and then just like leave. Hopefully I'll get him out of the car before he dies. But I think it might be male. I don't know. But and I can't really tell a whole lot of that unless I'm doing like a lot of research on it and whatever. So, but a lot of times I'm pretty spot on with some of my intuition, which is kind of wild because I'm just over here doing stretches in the park. There's like no one around. The ants are crawling all over me, but thank God they're not biting me. Thank God for that. I don't need all that today. I have enough issues. I don't like driving around either, because like driving around in this kind of toxic place is like there's so much traffic and there's so much. Oh, you want to see what I'm doing with my leg? Here, let's see if I can turn this a little bit. Let's see if I can get some of that in the camera. It's like, over here, I'm just practicing gonna give birth in the park. Don't mind me. I just look fat today. I don't look like I'm pregnant really. So it's all saggy. On the bottom is all soft and the top is firm. So unless I'm wearing one of those like belts, that's when it pushes it all together and it makes it nice and round. But it's because I have saggy belly because of all the weight I lost. And I mean, I'm not too ashamed of it, but at the same time, some of the stretch marks up here on top where, and I'm sorry, you can't really like see that all that well. I'm not trying to break any leaves though. I'm just trying to pat them down, just for later, Anyway, so like the top part up in here, the stretch marks are turning like slightly pink, and that's not good. That means they're stretching again. Like, oh my God, I've gotten you down to a certain point. Please do not destroy my body even more just so that somebody else can raise you. The fuck? What did I put all this effort into? Why did I do that? And I thought about that even today too, about how like Jason, that was weird. Thomas, that was all weird too. And like, what's up with that? What's up with that? I don't get it. I don't understand why I have to be all alone right now. I don't understand why I have to be the one like running around trying to protect myself and this baby, and then they're gonna just try to take it away with papers like they did with Tootsie. Like, that's messed up. Like, I did all the work. I was the one that found all that stuff on clearance or secondhand or gifted. I just don't understand it. And I realize that there's a thing called like gift community now. Something about like a giving community where there's even an online app or whatever for like people that it's instead of bartering with money or anything, we barter, like we can barter with just goods, giving away things for free and receiving things for free. Now, I would totally get in on that, but I don't have a place to go. Like, I don't have a home. So where am I supposed to start gathering things for this little baby, this little new Tootsie? Like, I don't get it. I don't get it. And I know he'll have to have his own nickname and everything too. I get that. But at the same time, everybody's always misconstrued my words, and they never let me talk long enough to explain or express myself in the ways that I enjoy doing, which is like sort of poetic and sort of descriptively. And I like that. I don't mind that I share the negative and the positive, You need to understand, I'm trying to weigh out my thoughts and emotions toward the entire situation or circumstance or thing. And that's why I said that I loved Jason for a while. And then, like, now, I don't really care. Like, in that way, like, he's got his own life. He's doing his own thing. And that's why I don't bother to text him anymore. I deleted his number, and I don't go back to that video to try to get that number back because it's none of my business. If he wanted to do what he did, then that's what he did. And it's none of my business. God will take care of me and this baby. And that's all I figure. He's a bumblebee. I saw a bumblebee at the park the other day, or yesterday too. It's so nice to just relax. I wish I had time to just like paint out here or like, in nature and stuff. But the world is just so toxic everywhere. I just wish that I could delve into children's books and whatnot. Just create what I want to. And everything is just so... I don't know. I'm exhausted from pregnancy already. There's people that like assault me in that way of harassing my communications, yet no one ever does anything. And they don't even realize the fact that like my daughter was never unsafe with me. She was always safe with me. She was safer with me than she was with anyone else. It's crazy. But that's exactly it, I guess. I can't have what these fancy, prissy, Kate Spade purse-wearing girls get, I didn't get that life. I didn't get a dad that brought me napkins and bought me ice cream. He even said to her, like, oh, well, we better get back or whatever, so she must have just been visiting him. That's the sweetest. Now, did I say he had a hat on, too? He had, like, a cowboy hat or whatever. It wasn't cowboy. It was more like the types that you wear when you're gardening or hiking type of hat. There's soft material instead of, like whatever, like canvas material instead of straw or whatever they make it out of. Cowboy hats. Not straw, but you know what I'm talking about. So, yeah, I notice all these things in the world around me, and that's why I'm just always so patient and try to be loving and kind about the things that I see and appreciative that I have even a life right now, because I should have been dead so many times. So, I know a lot of people make fun of me, the way I look, the way I seem like a victim constantly. And it's just like, well, maybe if I weren't a victim, then I wouldn't sound like one. Maybe if people actually listen to me and I actually would have been backed up in these instances when I needed backup, then there would have been something. But no, instead I got my ass whooped every time since I was a kid. Learning how to be submissive is easy in a world like this. Just so unbalanced. It's like, I understand I have to go through a certain amount of pain, but I'm not doing well today. I haven't showered properly in many days, and by I mean properly, I mean like from head to toe, fully. Normally, when I go to bed, I'll wash up, the groin area, my pits, my feet. I started eating that ice cream and my baby started kicking a lot. I don't know if he likes sugar all that much. I don't think that's very good for him. So maybe it makes him jump around and everything, but that's not good for him to be like going through his system, I guess. So he starts kicking and acting all weird. I had my vitamins this morning and oatmeal and got a little gas. Don't have enough money that I, like I thought I would to make it, like I said, to the appointment. So I don't know. And then I hate asking for donations. Everybody's like, oh, she's begging for donations. I'm not begging for shit. I'm not begging for salvation anymore or anything. God's already saved me. That's why I'm so peaceful majority of the time, except for when I have to interact with fools. That's when I get all crazy and hyped up. I'm like, you're not listening. Fools! Fools! You fools. So, yeah. Now I'm just chilling. I'm gonna take a nap right here. I don't see the problem in it. I've got my purse right here. Seems like a really safe place. I just want to take a nap. Sometimes I'll use my purse as a pillow. That's what I did when I was sleeping on the ground for a few days. No, there's a mosquito. Stay away from me. No, go away. Go away. Oh, there's a cute dog over there. Like a hound dog. Like a beagle, only a gigantic version of one. It looks like just a giant beagle. Some type of hunting dog. Some type of hound. But he's got like beagle face. So it's really weird looking because it doesn't... Hey buddy, you're too big. Are you a giant beagle? Probably is. Yeah. Why do people always want to do crazy shit to me? Why? What's up with that? What's the purpose of it? What's the point of it? I just want to pet puppies and nibble on bunnies. Nom, 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 nom. Nom, 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 nom. They're so soft and cute. Is it weird? Like, and I know this sounds really weird. Like, I want to nibble on the back of their legs, like around their butt area. That's weird? I know, because the poop comes out from there, but I don't know what it is. It's like my animal instincts. Like, I want to take them down, and I want to go for the rear leg, so just like wound them behind their leg. But it's not even like that. It's more of a cute, cuddly thing, where I just want to nibble off their little leg, like nom, 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 with kisses. Like, I don't want them to fall apart. That'd be horrifying. I wouldn't want them to be dead after I just loved all over them. It's another jet leaving chemtrails. People think I'm so crazy, and it's just like, what are you talking about? This shit is proven. So I don't even care anymore. There's so much that I know that I relay it. So what Gabor Mate was talking about was that about children as well, like the fetus feeling the stress of the mother and depression and everything. As I heard a lecture where it was on YouTube, it said left the audience speechless. Yes, I very much agree with a lot of these intellectuals that know what they're talking about when it comes to psychology and science and just the overall perspective of reality in that way. And then I just sort of delve into my childishness all the time because I can't handle the way that we're all being controlled and manipulated. I can't handle it. It's just too much. That's why I break down, and that's why I get all these fancy things like the ice cream that I didn't need 3 fucking scoops. Like, if I would have known, although 1 scoop was $4.50, 2 scoops $5.50, and then like the 3rd scoop was $6.50, I guess. So like $2 for 2 extra scoops, and I thought, let's try it. But then with the consistency of it, I thought, this is no Pinnacle Trail. That's exactly what it is. Like, I put that one above on all of my lists of the vegan ice cream because that is so good. Although some of that packaged stuff in the stores tastes good. Like, I'm not saying it doesn't taste good, but is it really that healthy with all that stuff? Did you realize that one of those pints is like 800 calories or so? Wow. I had no idea. That's like half of your caloric intake for the day if you ate the whole pint. And I remember sitting around eating just a whole crap ton of stuff that I didn't care about the calories. That's why I gained over 300 pounds. You know, like I was over 300 pounds at one point. As I ate as much as I wanted, whenever I wanted, because I had food stamps, because I was with that ex-boyfriend and everything, and he worked at a gas station. And since I've been frequenting gas stations here and there, I was thinking about him and how much I lowered my standards just to be with him. But I was just trying really hard to have any semblance of affection in my life. And that's the saddest part, is that I relay these things. People can't handle the truth, my truth, and nothing but the truth, so help me God. So they turn it around like I'm crazy. They turn it around like I'm a crazy bitch because I reject them for some reason or another. And it's just like, well, excuse me, if you would act differently, then you wouldn't be rejected by individuals. So, and then also too, no, I would never get back with that guy, ever. I mean, he works at gas stations and whatever, but that's not the point. It's neither here nor there. The fact of it is that he didn't apply himself, and he didn't have a proper education, so we were always bumping heads when it came to anything intellectual. One day I did run after him with a pair of scissors because he pissed me off so much. And I even made made holes, punctured holes in the bathroom door there of the trailer I lived in. And I'm not saying it was the best trailer, but it was something that I had that, you know, I was able to go home to every day. It was actually a FEMA trailer. And a lot of the things that they built the FEMA trailers out of were toxic and had carcinogens in them. Mine was a display trailer, so I'm not sure if it had that many or not. But there, of course, were things that had to be modified for safety in the actual mobile homes. So, and they said that they had cleaned them up prior to selling them, which we all know is probably a lie. But yeah, you'd think you'd be able to sue for all kinds of stuff. You think you'd be able to get compensation to live out the rest of your life peacefully and passively. But people don't allot that because they need it for their fancy, luxurious whatever. I was listening to a clip, some type of financial thing, and who is it? Reagan, Miss Reagan or whatever, like the First Lady, that whenever she would go to a hotel or whatever, or whenever she was going overseas or this and that, whatever place she was staying at in like Europe or Hawaii or wherever she was going, she would make plans in advance, you know, for them to paint the room red because she had this weird fetish for it, and so like that helped her out or whatever. That's crazy. Like, you're gonna literally make people adjust their reality, the reality of their establishment, for you and your psychological needs. Well, shit, if she can do that, why can't we all do that then? Call ahead and paint the room red like fucking what's her name from Alice in Wonderland. Paint everything red like the mad, what is she, the Mad Queen or whatever. That's insane. Freaking crazy. That's what it sounds like. Like, who does that? You just go and you take whatever accommodations. But no, these people in these high-ranking positions don't get exercise. They don't have proper nutrition. And then they go around running us into the ground. And it's like, who do you think you are? Who do you think you are, Mr. Big Stuff? I just don't get it. I just don't get it. Not at all. So, oh yeah. Who do you think you are, Mr. Big Stuff? So, you're never gonna break my heart. Right? Is that, I can't remember all lyrics or anything or titles of things. I just sort of go with it, whatever pops into my head. But yeah, it's just not fair. And then they get us on all the little crap, like, oh my God, this and that. And like for a while there, when I would make returns and whatever, they would complain about it. Like, no, what are you talking about? Like, are you gonna put me in jail for returning stuff that should have been returned immediately because I didn't like the product? Do you have to guarantee your crap? I just don't understand it. You're gonna make us, you know, be out? Like, this economy is slowly deteriorating in that way. Like, the financial constraints on everything has gotten so hard since COVID started and everything. All these prissy bitches, the pretentious and bougie ones and everything, you know, oh, I started having to use coupons. I started having to look in the clearance. I started to, really? Because I've done that my whole life. And I've still been able to manage, and I still look better than half of you crazies. And even on my off days. Like, in the way that I appropriate myself, and the way that my mannerisms are toward others, that's way better than some. So yeah, these are my thoughts right now as I'm laying in the grass. And I just wanted to relay all of that, my day and whatnot. I don't mind getting donations if anybody would like to donate to me and my baby. I was hoping too that by next month, since I've been making some revenue off of my videos, thank God, somebody cares enough to give me some money toward my crazy life and relaying it 1,000,000 times to people. I mean, because I relay it constantly to therapists. I relay it constantly to whomever approaches me to try to build a friendship or companionship or anything like that. And it freaks them out. And I tell them too that it's like, okay, fine, I'm just going to start making videos of my life. And in that way, just relay everyone to this stuff. If you've got any questions about me, go to there. Because I'm too stressed to tell you face to face. I'm too stressed to have to divulge everything over and over and over again. Amen. Like, no. Like, I'm done. So, I'm starting to get little tiny bugs on me now. Ones that are nipping. Never good. and carry this stuff to the car. Then it gets stuck in the car. I've had chiggers in the car before because I was sleeping underneath certain trees and the chiggers came down, and it was horribly uncomfortable. So sweaty with just bite marks all over me. I mean, I've lived through hell. Like, being homeless and everything too. I just don't understand it. I don't understand why the world could be this cruel. I don't understand why I haven't found housing. I don't understand why people aren't placing the effort into me like they do with other people. And it's like, because I don't have an actual addiction, because I'm not incompetent, they just figure, oh yeah, somebody will take you in, somebody will, you'll find a boyfriend. Like, what? I don't want a fucking boyfriend. I want a husband because there's a baby in me now. What the fuck? Like, no, this can't even be happening. It's going to be very interesting. Very interesting. I just don't know what I'm going to do. I really don't. All I do now is just think about watching children's movies. That's it. All I want to do is go into my safe space, and my safe space is, not this reality, not the real world. Like, I don't want to, I'm scared. All of this is horribly frightening for me. So, and everybody wants something, and every time I do anything, everybody's questioning why I'm doing this and that and whatever. It's like, get away from me. Too many questions. And then these trolls acting all crazy, talking about this and that, like they run the fucking place, like they can talk shit about people. Bitch, please, get a life. Do something with yourself. I understand that you're getting views because of me, and you're going to get your karma for getting more revenue than my actual story. Like, that's the most fucked up part about it. Unless I'm getting paid big fucking bucks, then you shouldn't be sharing my fucking goddamn story. Not at all. Because that just makes you look like fucking shit. Truly. Truly it does. So, yeah. Trying to think of anything else that I might have come in contact with that... I was going to watch Sailor Moon movies yesterday, but there's nowhere for me to relax and chill where it's not hot and watch movies. So I don't even do that in my car or anything, because what's the point in finding safe places anymore? That's why I just call myself out here and there. That's why I just tell people like where I'm at and whatever. Just praying for death. There's no reason for me to keep striving to survive, honestly. There really isn't. Every day is always something. I just want it to be over with. If only it could be more peaceful. If only there were, I shot myself in the face with it. That's what I get. That's what she said. So, or that's what he said. Either one works both ways. Yeah. You're a little chigger. No, thank you. Those little red things. I should probably get up off the grass now. The animals are trying to eat me alive because I'm organic matter. So, yeah. I hope everybody's having a blessed day today. I have no idea what I'm doing. My appointment's on the 3rd, and I am like half a day away from that place. You know what I'm saying? Like, I am extremely far from the location that I had picked out for my services recently. So, do I want to go? No. Do I need to go? Probably not. Fuck it. Who cares? And so I'm just going to chill. That's why I spent some money, $15 on some lunch and $7 on some ice cream. And I feel like I'm doing okay. Like, I feel like I've comforted myself a little bit because I don't have any penis to, keep me going. And that's how it is sometimes. Like, okay, I've got a baby inside of me. Obviously, I want to have sex. Obviously, there's something inside of me. It felt really weird. Like, at first, when I first got pregnant, it felt like, get it out of there. The only way to get it out of there is by sticking things inside of me. You know what I mean? Like, it was really weird. Like, the sensations the urges I was getting to have sex. And now I realize, like, that's animalistic. No thanks. So, yeah. I take care of myself here and there, but it's not overwhelming. I'm not trying to be molesting anybody or anything, and I'm sure there's plenty of people that would still fuck me, but I just don't go down that route. It's not for me. I'm just trying to be patient, seeing what God will bless me with if I'm patient long enough. Sure as fuck he hasn't been very giving toward me since my childhood, in that way. I haven't really sought beyond my means, so now I am, and I'm praying for the best. I'm praying that hopefully, God will see my pleas and realize I'm done. I've checked out. I'm not living in this society no more. I'm not gonna try. These people can either give back to me or they can kill me, because that would be great. And if they try to put me in jail for stupid shit, then I'm just gonna plead the fifth. I don't know shit, don't know anything, and you can't make me talk. So, just use my fucking sign language. So, yeah. I wish there was something I could do with my life, though. I wish there was something more than this. Kind of like when Belle's singing about, like, when she's in the field and she says something, she says, there must be more than, something about, okay, I love singing the Disney songs, because Bonjour, 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 bonjour. There goes the baker with his tray like always, the same old bread and rolls to sell. Every morning just the same, since the morning that we came to this poor provincial town. Good morning, Belle. Good morning, monsieur. Where you off to? Oh, the bookshop. I just finished the most wonderful story about a beanstalk and an ogre and Marie, the baguettes. Hurry up. Look, there she goes, the girl who's strange, no question. Dazed and distracted, can't you tell? Never part of any crowd, 'cause her head's up on some cloud. No denying she's a funny girl, that Belle. And she says something in the field, like, I want so much more than they've got planned. Oh, isn't this amazing? It's my favorite part, because you'll see is where she meets Prince Charming, but she won't discover that it's him till chapter 3. Sometimes I calm myself down with Disney songs like that, because they make me so happy. Oh my god, I've been seeing these tiny little shelties everywhere. I just want to slap the people and steal their dogs. Your dog is so cute. I want to love it to death. I want to love it to death. It's so cute. I wouldn't kill it. I would just love it and squeeze it for a little while. Let it go and be like, oh god, why'd you do that? Why'd you do that? I have to poop now. I have to poop now. I've got to poopy. I got to poopy. Let's see. Let me see. Singing to myself when I get sad. And I always sing like, Part of Your World. Please. Is it? That's pretty much the only one I really know word for word. I've already sang that in a different video when I was chilling in the gym one day. Look at this stuff, isn't it neat? Wouldn't you think my collection's complete? Wouldn't you think I'm the girl who has everything? Look at this trove, treasures untold. How many wonders can one cavern hold? Looking around here you think, sure, she's got everything. I've got gadgets and gizmos aplenty. I've got who's its and what's its galore. You want thingamabobs? I've got 20. But who cares? No big deal. I want more. I want to be where the people are. I want to see 'em dancing, walking around on those, what do you call 'em? Oh, feet. Flipping your fins, you don't get too far. Legs are required for jumping, dancing, strolling along down a, what's that word again? Street. Up where they walk, up where they run, up where they stay all day in the sun. My voice is carrying so badly right now. I can have to cough and I'm thirsty. So, part of that world, what would I give if I could live out of these waters? What would I pay to spend a day warm on the sand? Betcha on land they understand that they don't reprimand their daughters. Bright young women, sick of swimming, ready to stand and ready to know what the people know. Asking my questions and get some answers. What's a fire and why does it? What's the word? Burn. When's it my turn? When I love to explore that shore up above. Out of the sea, wish I could be part of that world. Alright, well, I'm gonna get off of here. It's not so embarrassing when I sing anymore. I used to be really, really embarrassed. I thought I was super crappy. But then there's sometimes where I hit the notes pretty good, so I realize I'm alright. Better than some. That's why people are so jealous of me constantly. You got natural nails? You got natural this and that? I'm like, yeah, I guess so. I just don't apply myself because fuck it. The U.S. government hates me. The U.S. government doesn't take care of me. No one loves me. My family doesn't love me. No one loves me. And the military men are sick. Fuck them. So, and that sucks that I have to be that way. It sucks that I have to have so much hatred towards something. It's not nice at all. I don't like being rude and callous in that way. I have a heart, unlike some of these other people. There's other songs I enjoy singing too, like of the newer Disney songs and things. Just can't really think of any right now. Just the stuff that I was really raised around a lot. Right. Look at me, something. If I were truly to be myself, I would break my family's heart. It's getting busier, so I'm gonna get up now. It's already been an hour anyway, so might as well get off here. I love you guys. Today is May 31st, 2022. I wouldn't mind some more donations just so that it eases my mind, but then at the same time, who cares? I don't care. If you want to donate, you can donate. If not, oh well. I'm not begging. I'm not going to beg anybody anymore. I've done enough of that. Slurping out of bowls off the floor. Slurping out of dog bowls. Which reminds me, I found this splash-proof one for $2 on clearance, and I thought, boy, if I had a dog, I could have totally used that in the car and stuff. But I don't. I'm a loser. It makes me sad. I'm a loser with nothing. Ain't got nowhere to go, ain't got nothing to do, ain't got nothing. Just myself. Just myself and this baby. Just myself and this baby. I didn't know I was pregnant. Gave birth in the toilet bowl. Which reminds me, that tiny Walmart had like tiny toilets without the automatic flush. So you actually had to press the handle. It was like a home-style toilet. And I'm like, what? No wonder these things break easily and whatever. It's like gonna get clogged. Anyway, I love you guys very much. I hope you're having a good day. Like I said, I'm just gonna keep trying my best to make it. But I don't want to, because screw it. Screw the world. Screw this. The hell with it. To hell with it. May 31st, 2022. Leticia Collins Servin. Hope everybody's having a blessed and relaxed day. I love you. Bye-bye.